Now, our first guest is from an organization that definitely you've probably heard of, Hodges University. So let's welcome Professor Tracey Lanham. Tracey, welcome to the Connect Show.
Thank you very much for having me.
And I'm excited for you to come on because Hodges has been around for a while, and yet it's one of those people may not realize all the services and resources that you do have. So tell us a little bit, because you were a student and now you're a professor there. So tell us a little background.
That's right. So I started way back, when Hodges was actually International College, and I obtained my associate's, my bachelor's, and my master's degree in computer information technology.
Wow, all three.
So all three, one after the other is the only way to go. Otherwise, they say you never go back.
You never go back. Yeah, it definitely gets tiring.
It does. But it was a great experience for me as a student. There was so much community involvement, and that's one thing about Hodges. We're a private, nonprofit university. We're here locally in Southwest Florida. And I mean, everything that we do goes back into the community. So our students are very deeply rooted in our community, as well as our staff and faculty.
Now, we of course have some great universities, FGCU, Edison State, although I know it's not called that anymore, but in my brain it's always going to be. But now, I love that Hodges offers a little bit of different avenue. Tell us about that.
We have quite a few different programs, and we've got a lot of programs that really are geared towards giving students hands-on experience as they move out into the workforce. So within the Fisher School of Technology, we have digital design and graphics. We also have our computer information technology, cybersecurity and forensics, computer networking, and our software development degrees. And then within the college itself, we also have our School of Allied Health, we have our School of Professional Studies, our School of Liberal Arts. So we have a wide variety of degrees that are out there for students to come in and really find that niche of where they want to be in the community.
And I love that your schedule really accommodates that working adult or
Traditionally, we have been a non-traditional institution. We do cater to the working adult. We always have. So we have a lot of our classes are at night. On weekends, we have a lot of online offerings. We also have morning and afternoon classes as well, and we now have competency-based learning, which is 100% online, self-paced environment for students to come in and finish those degrees they just never had the time to do or the money to do before.
And just to be able to focus. We were just sharing at break about an incredible program. Is that a temporary one? Or?
No, that is a permanent program, and we actually have other schools within Hodges that are going to be taking advantage of setting up their programs in that format as well. There's so many students right now that have so much debt, and that's one of the big things everybody's looking at right now. So we were looking at how do we get students moved through quickly to finish those degrees, but affordably, so that they're not drowning in debt when they get out of school.
Yeah.
So the competency-based learning format really caters to that. It's $2,000 for that 6-month access period, and students can complete as many courses as they can get through in that time.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
If that's what you're focusing on for 6 months, you could knock out, especially at your own self-paced.
Yeah, we've had students that have completed up to 48 credit hours in 6 months. I mean, just amazing. But they have industry experience. We don't care where you learned what you know. We want to be able to give you credit for that. So all you have to do is come in. When you sign up for this program, your courses are all pre-sequenced. So you go through and you take the assessments showing that you have those competencies as you move through. And the nice thing is you're actually getting course credits for those as you're moving through, so that they're transferable when you get done. I mean, you can transfer them to other schools, you can transfer credits into this program. It's really flexible.
See, and that's what I love about this show, because everyone knows Hodges, but you just shared, like, you're such a hidden resource right there. So now, Tracey, tell us about your program chair. Tell us about your department.
In our department, we really focus on community
You're the techie
outreach.
queen.
I'm the techie queen. And it's funny, because being a student at Hodges, I was the only girl in my program moving through, and I was the first girl that graduated with a master's degree in computer information technology. And the funny story is that I actually graduated with my dean, so we were in the same graduating class for our master's. But I really have taken it to heart that there is a huge lack of girls and women in technology. We consume over 70% of the technologies that are out there. We only contribute to the development of about 18 to 22% of those technologies.
Why is that?
It's very unbalanced, and it's a combination of things. Traditionally, girls don't go into tech, and it's like an unconscious bias that happens, from the home to the school. They're not geared up to take those programming courses, take those hardware courses and things like that. So they really don't get the same exposure that their male counterparts are getting. And by the time they end up in a technology class, they're in a class with a bunch of boys, and it seems like the boys are smarter, but they actually only have had more experience with it moving forward.
And a few weeks ago we had Denise Spence, who I think you know,
yes, very well.
from Dunbar, and she of course is the techie queen at that school. So both of you are making a difference in our community.
Yes, we work together quite a bit, and we're doing our Aspirations in Computing Award Banquet at the end of this month. And that's where we work very closely with NCWIT, which is the National Center for Women in Information Technology. And every year there's an application process for high school girls to go through, where they apply to for this award, and it's based on their experience with technology and leadership. So it marries those two things together. Nice. And these applications are reviewed across the country, scored, and then we go ahead and select our top winners for our awards banquet.
So that's a great banquet. I think we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, let's talk about it a little bit more, so that if there's opportunity for our audience to get involved, we can be sure to fill in those
Definitely.
details. All right, don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Connect Show. We're visiting with Professor Tracey Lanham. All right, Tracey, so you were, just before break, we were talking about an awards banquet coming up, Aspirations in Commuting. Tell us a little bit. What's the purpose there?
The purpose is to make sure that we recognize the young ladies in our community that are excelling in not only technology, but also leadership skills. We want to give them the connections and the networking to support their focus, to stay in the field, and for that retention factor as they move into that as a career field after college.
Okay. Now, who can apply for the award? Who's it open?
Any girl that lives in the United States can apply for the award. They don't actually have to know who their local regional NCWIT affiliate is, because those applications are routed to us automatically, which is really nice.
So this is a national?
It is a national award.
Right here in Southwest Florida?
Yes.
I like it.
Yes, and we've got more and more and more girls that are getting involved. We actually had a huge increase over last year. Last year was our first year doing this award with NCWIT, and so this is our second year, and we actually increased. We had 17 winners and 6 runners-up last year. This year we're actually awarding 40 winners and 12 runners-up.
Wow, and what's their award? Is it just
actually, it's more than just recognition. We're having this, it's like a gala banquet that we put on. It's down at Pelican Preserve, and it's a fancy to-do. And the girls come out and they're so delighted to be there. They bring their families. We have a buffet dinner for them. We have a huge program that we put on for them. Each girl gets a glass engraved award, not only for her, but she also gets one for her school, so that they can put it in their display case as well.
Okay.
In addition to that, there's a whole bag of swag that they get, and they're always excited about that.
Absolutely. And how do businesses and individuals get involved? Is there an opportunity for the community to come support?
There's always an opportunity for community support. Actually, we run this off of the donations of the community. So we've got some wonderful, wonderful donors that have stepped up and have pledged money. And it helps us to put on the banquet. It helps us to send the girls that can't make it to the banquet, mail them their awards and things like that as well. So all of the money that's donated for this goes right into this particular banquet. It doesn't get spread out to any other events that we have.
Okay, and you spoke just before the break about the need for women in computing is really great. Speak to that again.
Industries are finding out, and we're seeing it on the news over and over and over again. Google, Intel, Facebook, they're all going through and they're looking at their diversity. They're looking at that gender gap that they have currently in the development teams and the boardrooms and things like that, because it's really important to have that inclusion. They need a diverse workforce in order to make better products at the end of the day. Because, I mean, from a woman's perspective, there's a lot of things that we look at and we say, wow, that really isn't catered to, me as a woman. And, let's jump in. Let's start making some of these things and making those decisions in the boardroom.
And what are some of the students that you have? What careers paths do they take?
We have a lot of students right now. They're really focusing in on the cybersecurity and development and the software development degrees, or cybersecurity and forensics, excuse me, and the software development degrees, because we do have so many local jobs that are available, and most people don't even know about them. There's so many jobs that are going unfilled right now. I constantly get emails every week from industry, hey, do you have a student that can, jump into this position, or an intern that can do that? They're looking for these people left and right. We can't get them through their programs fast enough sometimes.
That's encouraging. I mean, there's a need.
Yes.
It's just, okay, good. So that's a great resource for the community to be aware.
Oh,
so if they're
definitely.
considering school, to reach out to you and Hodges. Well, Tracey, thank you for taking time out of your day to come and visit with us on Connect, and thank you for all that you're doing and the many students that you're affecting and subsequent our business community. So I appreciate all that you're doing.
Thank you so much.